We humans too often do things that are not sustainable. But what if God did something similar way before we did? Most religious people, and even a significant part of those that are not religious, will tell you that we have a soul. But where does this soul come from and where does it go? I live in the part of the world that is dominated by a Rimo-Catholic Church. So I will get most of the references from there. But these references will apply to many other religions as well. They say that God created Earth, this universe, and us humans, but He created us outside of Himself. So He created everything much as a human would create the environment around him, a house, a garden. He takes what was already there, in this case what God already created, and transforms it into something that He wants, He needs, He likes. But does that mean that God, that created everything outside of Himself, used what was already there and rearrange it? Or did it create everything from nothing? But even if He would create everything from nothing, He now has two problems. First, He must explain who created Him, and then He must explain who created the space where He could create all these things. So if we go back to our souls, we are born with a soul that never dies. When we die, the soul just goes into heaven or hell forever and ever. So a non-religious person who doesn't believe in heaven or hell would have the guts to joke that it is better to go in hell. Because in hell you can find easy women, funny men, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Because if you go to heaven, you have to be goody-goody forever. And that's no fun at all. But a Catholic that is a real believer will not want to make such a joke, because he doesn't want to burn in hell forever. And a lot of people are taught to believe these concepts, but I guess that their soul does not believe in them. Because Christians get very uncomfortable when you talk about death. And even those who believe in heaven believe that they were good Christians, that they were a good person, and that they have all the right to go to heaven. They will usually say, can we talk about something less depressing than death? Why is that so? I guess that most Christians embrace the concept of after death there is nothing and therefore they are afraid to die, because it's easier to believe that after death there is nothing than to believe that there is a place where everybody goes, or half of the people go, half of the people that lived and that will ever live. That place must be crowded, and you have to be goody-goody all the time, because after all you are in heaven. What happens if you suddenly decide in heaven that you don't want to be good anymore? I don't know. And half of the people are in hell forever. And where is this heaven and where is this hell? And how much time is forever? A linear time that is equal to our linear time. Can you imagine that you must be somewhere forever? Of course, these concepts are depressing. It's unbearable to be somewhere forever. When I was thinking about today's subject, I had to laugh, because I suddenly realized that a human soul, as Christians define it, is the first unsustainable concept in creation. On the other hand, when you have a God that creates everything within himself, isn't that a more sustainable way of being, where he is everything and everything is him, and nothing has to be outside, nothing has to wait outside forever? Isn't this way of explaining existence much more harmonious, much more comfortable way to explain existence? And isn't it funny that there are so few religions in this world that explain our existence in this way? My friend, you don't have a soul. You are a soul. You don't have a life. You are alive. And you don't have a God. You are. Take care, my friend.